NBA jump shots are not created the same as they appear in the media. Some players like Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Kevin Noah have a unique approach to their jump shots, using them to prove their ability to get to the league while looking goofy. These players were often the most stubborn and resourceful in their pursuit of improvement. Lonzo Ball, for example, had one of the ugliest jump shots in college and was eventually traded to New Orleans. He realized that his jumper needed improvement and turned his career around. His coach in New Orleans turned him into one of the best shooters in the league, shooting 37% in threes in his 2 years in New Orleans and 42% in his first year with Chicago. Kyle Anderson, who had been playing on 0.5 speed throughout his entire career, also improved his jumper. He joined the Warriors this season and now shoots like a normal human. These stories are great examples of a player fixing their ugly jumper to look normal and seeing improvement. However, there are players who have had ugly jumpers without needing to fix it because they were money, even though every time they shot and went in, it seemed as if they defied the laws of physics. Al Horford, for example, never shot threes in his first 7 years in the NBA, but became one of the best shooting big men in the NBA with an abomination. His guide hand was right there, and he consistently shot 37% in threes and 44.6% in his best year, which was second in the league. These players demonstrate that anything is possible in the NBA, even if it doesn't deter others from disrespecting their jump shots. By recognizing the uniqueness of NBA jump shots and the importance of improving them, fans can appreciate the dedication and hard work put into perfecting their craft. In a video interview, a reporter reveals that he is an elite shooter, despite facing criticism from a reporter. The reporter explains that he has been criticized for his jumper, which he believes is a form of shooting. He explains that this is not a jumper, but a free throw, and he is trying to figure out how to make it with it. This criticism may be in good fun, as the reporter is impressed with how he became a great shooter using his jumper. The reason for his jumper is that he was born with a unique jumper from his Dominican Republic upbringing and never coached. When he arrived in America, a coach tried to fix his guide hand, but his hand would always return to that spot as an instinct. This shows that perfect mechanics don't need to be perfect. Tyrese Halliburton, another top shooter in the league, has an absolutely hideous jump shot. He has had a slightly shaky season this year, but has been a great shooter most of his career, averaging 40% shooting threes. His jumper is a different archetype of monstrous jump shot, shooting from the hip and pushing the basketball with a rear hitch. He uses his jumper to pull from deep, as some of his shots launch from curve range. Upon researching his jumper, the reporter found that it looks like a kid shooting with their chest because they are not strong enough to shoot with an arch above their head. However, after researching his jumper, it was found that it is actually more accurate than the stereotypes about kids shooting with their chest. As a child, Tyrese played basketball with a unique jump shot that led to a memorable incident where he was blocked by a 3-year-old boy. This event occurred when Tyrese was 14 years old, and his coach, who was also the kid's dad, tried to make him change his jumper. Despite being 14 at the time, Tyrese stuck with his jumper, which has become so famous that referees have poked fun at it. Another notable NBA player is Reggie Miller, who was considered one of the best shooters during his era. Miller's jump shot was egregious, coming from the Al Horford school of sabotaging one's own jumper. He contested his jumper by bringing his shooting hand over to his guide hand, appearing to high-fiving himself after every shot. His thumb flick with his guide hand or squared stance were not what most shooters use, but the self-contest after a shot is what grinds the gears. The genesis of Miller's jump shot is attributed to his sister's constant presence in his face when they played basketball. This clap developed during their games, and whenever coaches tried to coach it out of his jumper, his dad would tell them to leave his jumper alone. This decision allowed Miller to outshoot his competition. One of the goofiest jump shots is Sean Martin's Yetis 9000. This jump shot is known for its iconic sound effect and the way he releases the ball within his pelvis. Tyrese Halliburton's jump shot is a testament to his uniqueness and ability to create an iconic sound effect. The video discusses the unique jumper skills of various NBA players, including Sean Marine and Kevin Martin. Marin was known for his zesty, flight-equipped jumper, which made him a popular choice for NBA players. He was nicknamed The Matrix because he was offered pills to either shoot like a normal functioning citizen or unload the biggest one anyone has ever seen in his bathroom. Moran's versatility as a defender who could guard 1 through 5 and create on offense was also impressive. His rear jumper was a significant topic of discussion discussion, and he disliked how people focused on his jumper and ignored other aspects of his game. Martin's jumper is a unique archetype compared to other jumpers such as Al Horford, Reggie Miller, and Sean Marine Tyrese Halliburton. His unique jumper involves his arms being extended all the way out, making him arched in his shot. This makes him a 39% three-point shooter in his career. Martin's jumper is influenced by his face being a basketball repellent, his leaned posture when shooting, and his follow-through being weird. These factors combined with his unique jumper resulted in a unique jump shot that worked well. The video highlights the importance of mechanics in jump shots, emphasizing the need for quick jumpers to avoid getting contested or blocked, comfort, and finding a jumper that works for you. Building muscle memory is crucial for successful jump shots. The greatest NBA dunkers are not necessarily those who are athletic and large enough to perform acrobatic dunks. Some notable players include Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, and Julius Erving. However, there are other players who have been able to do things that no one else could, such as Spud Webb. Webb, a guard listed at 5'7", was able to do things that no one thought a person his size could physically do. His quickness at his height made him a tricky player to guard, using his height to his advantage. He was especially dangerous in the transition and was a pesky defender due to his quickness and low center of gravity. Webb's journey to becoming an NBA player and becoming one of the best dunkers in the league is remarkable, as nobody could have predicted his success. Born in Dallas, Texas, Webb's bald, round head was so noticeable that his parents named him Spud after the Soviet satellite launcher. Spud Webb, a tall and athletic player, began his basketball career at the University of North Texas, where he was initially turned down due to his height. However, he continued playing and impressing in junior varsity, scoring 22 points in high school. Despite being turned down for the varsity team, Webb continued playing and scoring 26 points a game in his senior year. He was named Jew All-American in his third year and transferred to North Texas, where he was recruited by Bill Blakely. Blakely fired Webb in the same year, and Webb's journey seemed to end. He worked with his dad at Webb Soul Mart until he was impressed by an assistant coach at NC State, Tom Abbott Marco, who offered him a scholarship to join the team. Webb then declared for the draft, with Blakely representing him as his agent. Despite being drafted by the Detroit Pistons in the 4th round, Webb was released due to the Pistons having too many guards on their team. His agent Bill Blakely arranged a tryout for Webb with the Pistons, showcasing his versatility and potential. In his rookie year, Webb competed in the All-Star break at his hometown in Dallas, where he competed against Dominic Wilkins Spud, his teammate and previous year's dunk contest winner. Wilkins surprised Webb by not seeing him dunk before, as he had never seen Webb before. Webb was surprised by Wilkins' lack of preparation and told him not to put his guard down. In the first round, Webb was the first to dunk, earning 46 points out of 50 possible points. In the second round, Webb dunked with a reverse dunking, earning 50 points. Wilkins responded with a hook dunk, earning 42 points. Webb's second trial was simpler, with a Michael Jordan free throw line-esque 5-of-5 version, earning 42 points. Wilkins then had another powerful dunk, earning 47 points. Webb's performance was a highlight of his season, as he competed against a top-tier team in Dallas. Webb and Wilkins played conservative in their third dunks to advance to the final round, tied at 138 points. In the final round, Webb performed an impressive one-handed 360 dunk, earning him his second 50-0 round. Wilkins missed his first attempt, but later redeemed himself with a 361-handed dunk, earning him a 50p pointer. Webb's performance led to a dramatic point reveal, with the scoreboard showing 48 points. Wilkins scored a 50, securing Webb as the champion. Webb would have a successful NBA career, playing 12 years in the league. He would compete in the dunk contest again 2 years later, but Michael Jordan would compete and win back-to-back contests. Webb worked his way up in the NBA, eventually becoming a role player in Atlanta before being traded to the Kings. He averaged 16 points and 7.1 assists in his 2 years with the Kings and led the league in free throw percentage. After his playing career, Webb became president of basketball operations for the Texas Legends and the Dallas Mavericks.